What's up, everybody? It's me. It's AlexisMaurice and my co-host, Mr.
The GOAT, Trei Hollywood.
The who?
The GOAT.
Oh, okay. What are you, the greatest of all time, of doing what? Help me understand.
Every little thing that I do between me and you.
Tonight, we're going to talk about Bad Boys 4 explosive opening weekend worldwide and how the people counted Will Smith out, honey, but he showed up and showed out. We're going to talk about Michael Rainey from Power, honey. He had his balls.
His man part.
His man part. When he was on a live stream, is it sexual assault? And we're gonna talk about all this drama that's happening with Kenya Moore and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine, pull up a chair, because the wine up starts now. Please make sure that you like this video. Please make sure that you share it on all of your social media platforms. Please comment below. Let us know what you're thinking as we're talking, if you agree, if you disagree. And make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get all of the notifications when new videos come out. Trei, what are you drinking on tonight?
This is an actual cocktail, no wine tonight. So I actually made it. Are those grapes or olives in your drink?
Ice cubes.
Over here, they look like olives or grapes. I was like, we bougie tonight. We got olives in our drink.
Got martini glasses and all kind of stuff like that. Okay.
No, this is just a little reposado in some gin.
There you go, this bitch.
Well, make sure that you comment below and let us know what you're drinking on tonight. Bad Boys 4. What is it? Bad Boys Ride or Die? What is it?
Ride or Die. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys Ride or Die had an explosive opening weekend. Trei went to go see the movie. Actually, you saw it on opening night. I went to go see the movie. Well, I tried to go see the movie, but we're going to get to that a little bit later on. But the movie has grossed over $100 million. I think at this point, we're almost up to $110 million worldwide, proving all of the haters out there.
All the naysayers.
That baby, despite Will Smith slapping the hell out of Chris Rock on the Oscar stage a couple of years ago, he still has box office power.
Yes.
Not only Will Smith, but Martin Lawrence as well. There was a lot of haters. There was a lot of naysayers saying that they were concerned that Will Smith wasn't going to be able to bring in the numbers in the box office, and he clearly proved that wrong. This is how I feel about that. I felt like black people didn't give a damn whether Will slapped Chris Rock or not. Yeah, at the time, everybody was shocked. Oh, he should be ashamed of himself, blah, blah, blah. But one, we have history and connection with the movie, and not just black people, but people are familiar with this franchise. So I felt like the people was going to show up for Will Smith.
And they did.
Or whatever. So Trei, you saw the movie. What did you think of the movie?
Okay, first of all, before we start, I want to go ahead, anybody who has not seen the movie, to go ahead and fast forward past this part because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Because I'm about to, spoiler alert, I absolutely love this movie. I love how they kept the chemistry. They brought chemistry amongst all the characters. It was funny. It had a solid storyline. Like I said before, I rated it. So I'll go ahead and tell you what my rating was between all four movies. So of course, Bad Boys 1. You got to go with the first one. That's the classic, right? And then Bad Boys 4, the new one.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Bad Boys 2 after that, and then Bad Boys 3. Now, I don't score Bad Boys 3 as last because it was bad. It was just because in this movie, they brought along character development, not just between Martin and Will Smith's characters, but between the other characters as well. And one thing that I absolutely disliked about the movie.
Tell people what you dislike about the movie, Trei, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, but I'm gonna let him explain it.
So I have this whole thing where Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when Aunt Viv went from one Aunt Viv to another Aunt Viv. And I have vocalized how much I love 911 and how there's a character on 911 with Angela Bassett. Her son, he went from like years old to like 17 years old in one season. But the sister is still the same person, it's still the same age. It just messed up for me. So in the new Bad Boys, Teresa, the wife of Martin's character, she went from one actress to another actress. Like it's a whole other person. I hate it.
I don't understand what
I feel like if
an
actress cannot come back as that same person, that they should have killed the wife off or played the part from what was going on in the movie to why she was killed, or that he got remarried.
But that's too big of a change in the story.
That's what should have happened.
To just
That's
do
what should have
off
happened.
camera, Trei. That's too big of a story to just ignore. So
They could at least put a joke in it. I think they did that on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when the Aunt Viv went from dark skin to light skin. They had mentioned something about her complexion changing in it. Like they could have did that in the movie. There was like nothing touched on it, and I was just like, are they thinking stupid? This is Tasha.
listen, recast happens all the time in the entertainment industry. For whatever reason, sometimes the actors, they're not able to participate because of scheduling. Some of them don't want to participate. Sometimes they take the characters in a different direction. I remember on Roseanne how the first Becky went away and then there was a new Becky. And then when the show came back, they had both of them on at the same time, kind of playing off of it.
Becky again.
All I could find.
Where in the hell have you been?
Where the hell have you been? Why does everyone keep saying that to me?
Aunt Harriet on Family Matters. You know, people recast happen all the time. What you're saying, I mean, I get it, but I think it would have took too much away from the actual story to then focus on that as well.
No,
you know,
it would not. It could have literally said that she was murdered by the people who was trying to murder them or frame them for what was going on.
Oh my
Could have
God.
played
That
that
is so
into it.
drastic. That's too drastic.
It's Bad Boys 4. Let's be drastic. Why not? But all in all, I love the movie. I loved everything about the movie. I actually am going to go see it again. I'm hoping that there's one more, and my hopes of it is to elevate Reggie as he was in this movie.
Who?
Reggie.
Martin's son-in-law?
Yes.
Oh, child, please. No. He needs to stay in the role that he is.
Did you not see what he did in this one?
Listen,
Was
I
you
thought
sleep?
that was one of the best things they could have ever done is to not only show him in the light of still the whole storyline. He don't talk much. He's just there taking orders from Martin and Will. But baby, he kicked ass in that house. I think he killed 15 niggas up in that damn house.
Yo, he was
Or
some
whatever,
ass.
protecting his wife and his mother-in-law. I love that part. Now, as far as everything else that happened in the movie, child, I couldn't tell you because I went to the movie theater a little inebriated. I had one too many, prior to going to the movie theaters. And baby, I went to sleep for a nice little chunk of the movie. Like, I'm looking at stuff, like watching little clips and stuff. I'm like, damn, I missed that whole part. I missed Tiffany Haddish's whole part in the movie.
That was a good part too. That was a good part as well.
I miss the scene that he had with the rednecks. But overall, the movie was fantastic. And the boy who plays Will Smith's son, honey, he's fine. That boy is fine as hell, honey.
My name's Jacob Scipio. I play Armando Aretas.
What?
I had followed him on Instagram.
Oh, you did? I think this was somewhat of a win for Martin Lawrence too, because people have been saying that Martin had been looking good. People are saying that Martin had a stroke, but the parts that I saw, Martin was amazing during this movie. He was funny, he was witty, and people gotta realize, listen, Marty Marr ain't 20 years old no more.
Marty, 20 no more.
He's an older man, him and Will Smith. And he also came out and said, ain't nothing wrong with him.
He said, I'm completely fine.
Right, take a look at this clip really quick.
Thank you for saying that we look good and that I look good, because there's a rumor out there that I had a stroke, man.
Man.
That's totally not true. So I just want to clear that up. But I thank everybody for the concern and the love, and just thank you. But Marty's all good.
Marty's all right.
Baby, you heard it.
So there you have it, people. Marty perfectly fine. We just have to give people, like, we see people in one way, and sometimes we hold on to the way that we see them. But niggas get old.
Yeah.
All of us get old.
This is my message. This is my message. And this is just my concern to worry about people in general. You know, we often worry about someone's health and criticize or question about someone's health. But what is the actual reason behind it? Are you going to contribute to his health issues? Are you going to donate some money? When people change, we have to learn and realize to remember to not make it a bigger issue, because they may be going through something, like Chadwick Boseman, like Tracy Braxton. We saw and we wondered, but we got to stop doing that, because all it's doing is making those people last days, if they're going through that, miserable, because all they're seeing is people criticizing how they look, how they talk, how they walk, how they're acting. Just pray for them. But Marty said he do.
Somebody else said we may not be raising a glass too right now. I don't know. So Michael Rainey from Power, Ghost, Tyreek. Tyreek was recently on a live stream of a guy named Tylil. What is his name? Tylil James. I didn't know who Tylil James was. I think he's a TikTok person. He creates little funny contents and skits, or he's a music or artist. Whoever the hell he is.
Why are you even there?
So Michael Rainey was there, and while he was on the live broadcast, matter of fact,
Just show it to him. Yeah.
Everybody in here has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all have never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay. They've never worked. You gotta think. They've never worked a job, but they can party with us. Yo, anybody need water? No, we good, bro.
Paper towels for them.
Paper towels. Shut the fuck up.
So for those of you who didn't see what had happened was that boy's sister walked up to him and grabbed and jiggled his balls in her hand just a little bit. She pulled on his eggplant, but you know, she massaged his tissue, and you can visibly see he was like, what? And not only did she do it, but she did it while there were children present,
right?
While other people was present, and folks lost their mind. People are saying it's considered sexual assault, like she sexually assaulted him. Once he found out what was happening, because as you saw, the other person kind of came up and, you know, acknowledged it. He was like, what happened? We'll tell you later. He had to come out and issue a statement. He apologized for the actions of his sister. He said this: after the actions that occurred during my live stream last night, I would like to sincerely apologize to Michael and his entire family for what took place. My little sister was completely wrong and out of line. What she did was very inappropriate and unacceptable. I am truly embarrassed and disgusted by her actions. I completely respect whatever direction Michael wants to go in this situation.
I'm so pissed off about it. Because, like, say, if it was a man who did this to a woman, it'd be a big issue. He's a dog.
Robbing her about her pussy on the
put him under the jail. The daddy would be trying to show up with the uncle to jump him, like all of that. This bitch need her ass whooped. And I said, bitch, I don't care how old she is. I don't know how old she is. But damn, if you gonna act like a grown woman, I'm gonna call you a bitch like you a grown woman. You need her ass whipped immediately.
So do you consider that sexual assault?
Absolutely. You physically touch someone without their consent. That is sexual assault on live camera in front of kids. There's so many issues with this.
I wonder, could she be considered like a sex offender?
She should be. He need to push charges. You know what? And if he don't, damn it, people who watch that actually may be able to, because they may feel some type of way. They may be offended. You know what? I wonder if I can push charges. I wonder if I can.
No, you cannot push charges. Here you go again, trying to insert yourself in other legal matters that ain't got nothing to do with you.
I wonder if I can sue. Like, just say,
you can't sue. What you gonna sue for?
That emotionally impacted me. Okay, like I cried. Okay.
Girl, cry me a damn river. I laugh at inappropriate stuff.
Wow.
So when I saw it, I was like, oh no, No, she didn't. I was kind of like him. I was like, oh, shoot. I'll be honest with you. I think most guys, if a woman did something like that, I don't think they would consider that sexual assault. I guess in the grand scheme of things, post Me Too movement, this is an equal opportunity sexual offender or sexual assault kind of thing. I don't care if it's a man or woman, sexual assault is sexual assault. And I recognize that. But I was just kind of like, oh, no, she didn't. And I laughed and I chuckled. But then I saw everybody, online kind of going off, and I was like, yeah, I mean, if you look at it, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and she had no business doing that, especially online.
And she walked her happy ass up there, looked at him.
I wonder what she said. Like, she was looking at, she said, I bet you when this camera turned, I will suck your. I'm curious to see what she said, but Michael is handling it like a champ. This is what he had to say. At this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. I am still in shock and don't fully know how to process what happened last night. This is an unfortunate situation that I do not condone in any way. I can't take it lightly because I know I would be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. The fact is, sexual assault is never okay. Regardless of the gender or status, we're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should always respect ourselves.
And that last part makes me think that he will do something, because he mentioned respecting himself. And in order for him to respect himself, he has to stand on business and do what he needs to do.
And you believe him pressing charges against her is standing on business?
Yep, it's the right thing to do. Yep.
Well, y'all comment below.
Shut that whole operation down. Because if it was me and I did that to a female, there would be a problem.
Absolutely.
A problem. And then if there were kids around, there'd be even a bigger problem.
And I think that's the part, in all seriousness, I do joke around and I laugh at inappropriate things. I think for me, the kids being present, that's the part that just really like, ugh. Oh, and I don't know if she didn't think people was going to be able to see it. Obviously, she wasn't thinking. But we're here to let you guys know sexual assault, just like he said, regardless of the gender, is definitely inappropriate. But I looked at that video and I was like, oh, whoa.
It ain't funny. Shit ain't funny, Maurice. It ain't funny at all. It's so inappropriate. It's so disrespectful on so many levels.
Right. The wind-up does not condone sexual assault against anybody. Comment below and let us know what you think. Now, somebody else who out here, threatening assaults and stuff like that. In these Atlanta streets, it went down between Kenya Moore and Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 newbie Brittany. So here's what we know so far. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care. Hair care. Open her hair spa.
Have you been to it?
I haven't been there yet. But she opened her hair spa. What happened was, allegedly, Kenya had some photos of Brittany posted up in the salon, and she revealed, so we're hearing sexually explicit images of Brittany. Now, we don't know if there were naked photos. One outlet has been reporting that it was a picture of Brittany with a penis in her mouth or whatever. We don't know if they're stills from sex tape. We don't know if they're cartoons. We don't know what they were. All we know is that Kenya revealed these photos at her event. And allegedly, in response to what had happened, Brittany said, "This is why I have a gun for bitches like you." So it went from sexually explicit images to Brittany threatening Kenya with a gun. Social media was crazy as a result of all of this. Now, people were kind of confused because Kenya doing something like this at her event is just kind of out of character. It would be appropriate for her to do something like this at someone else's event. It's Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya is a very classy, professional Black queen. And the thought of her doing this, I was kind of like, I don't know, man. But then, child, audio came out. No video, but audio. And you can hear the back and forth between her and Brittany. Kenya said something about Snapchatting that pussy. I mean, it was just crazy. Kenya did go on Instagram and she did say this: believe none of what you hear, and half of what you see. The truth always comes to light.
My thing is that, you know, we're in a new season, Sweet 16. And I feel like, you know, some things are publicity stunts, you know, to help bring, you know, awareness to the new season. A part of me feels like some of it is just really maybe, I don't want to say gaslighted or, you know, it's hyped up to make, you know, us be like, ooh, what's happening? You know, I've been back and forth debating with my best friend about this whole situation. And I just feel like I just want to wait until the season comes out. I don't want to point no fingers, take no sides. I do not believe in any type of bullying or any things that she's been, you know, allegedly
accused of.
But I do want to state that Kenya would not do anything too extreme like that if she's not provoked. So I will say Kenya will bite back if you snap at her.
Hold up, Trei. What are you talking about? She told us a long time ago.
Don't come for me.
Unless
I sent for you.
Exactly. She told us a long time ago.
Don't come for me unless I send for you.
And if I send for you, baby, you best believe we going to hell, honey. I'm going low. So goddamn low. Nowhere you can go after I'm finished with you.
Listen, I just think that, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, saying that she's wrong and she shouldn't be doing this. And we don't know what she's doing. Like, it literally can be a drawing of a penis. It can be an eggplant. She literally could have displayed anything. Where would she even get pictures of this girl doing oral sex from?
Allegedly, there are images of Brittany already out there. I don't know if it's something that she did, if she posed nude or if sex tape. I don't know. All I know is that Brittany is in the insurance industry. So I don't see why she would be doing stuff like that.
We're in a world of OnlyFans, so stuff like that don't matter now. You got Hakeem from Empire. With his OnlyFans, his thing all out on Twitter. So
Brittany did have this to say. In Georgia, the distribution of sexually explicit images without the consent of the person depicted is considered a criminal offense. Under Georgia law, the offense of unlawful disclosure of intimate images, also known as revenge porn, is covered under, and then they gave the statute number. This law makes it illegal to distribute sexually explicit images or videos of another person without their consent and with the intent to harm, harass, intimidate, or coerce the person depicted. So she basically just copied and pasted what the law against revenge porn is.
So she went to Google. And
right. Now she also said this. She said, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out to me about what took place at the event. I am still processing the nasty, low, disgusting, vile things that was done to try to hurt me. Bullying and revenge porn is never okay." She also said this too. "It's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. For the record, I've never once had possession of any weapons or threatened anyone ever. I've never ever been to jail in a fight or ever had as much as a speeding ticket. That's not my character. I am hurt by the narrative that's being displayed. Wrong is wrong." All I'm gonna say is, girl, if Kenya shots, if she shot fires, if she shot, what am I trying to say, girl?
If she's shooting at you, it's because you shot first, girl. Yeah. If she's shooting, it's because you started shooting. Baby, y'all just let me shoot.
Honey. It's gonna definitely be a shootout. I feel like the girls are talking too much. I like a little drop here, a lot of drop there, but I think we've gotten into this place when it comes to the Housewives where the girls just be talking entirely too much.
But no, that's the thing. That's the thing. I feel like we're getting there with Real House of Atlanta. You know, Potomac is filming, and we ain't really seeing all this shit with them.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a clip, honey, of Giselle at Wendy's birthday party, and they are hugging. Did you see that?
I saw that.
So it looks like we got a little bit of peace, but it's too much talking going on. I like it when we don't know nothing, because this is my thing. When it actually comes on, and if it's not as severe as they try to make it out to be,
the people are gonna be mad.
Girl, and the people are gonna be done with the show. They ain't gonna watch it anymore.
Like, for example, when Real Housewives of Potomac, we had that leak about the whole fight at the club. We didn't have too much, right? No. But when it came out, it was enough.
Yeah,
we were satisfied.
The Housewives of Salt Lake City, you know, there were little drop-its, but we had a whole new girl that we knew nothing really about. She was so connected to the story. Her, you know, ended up being a blogger, and now she's on the show. That whole fallout. So it's okay to do a little bit. Portia was doing enough, dropping little hints.
It's doing too much.
Y'all don't want to make the people know everything that's gonna happen before we actually get to see it. Kenya's smart. I don't think she would never do anything intentionally that's gonna put her in a position that's gonna jeopardize her livelihood or whatever. So if she did do something, you best believe it's probably right there on the line, but she ain't go all the way there. So we'll just have to see it whenever it comes out. Well, we want to thank you guys for watching this episode of The Wind Up. Again, please make sure that you like this video, share it on all of your social media platforms, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.